Hello, Northwest Arkansas. Hey, this is Colley Bailey with Fathom Realty, bringing you another monthly market update, this time for the month of April 2021. And you're going to want to stick with me to the very end of this video because I've got an exclusive offer for you guys who do involving these tickets right here. These tickets, okay? All right. Well, I hope the springtime's been treating you very well. And if you want to see all of the graphs and the charts and everything that we cover in the blog, as always, you can always find it on homeswithcolley.com. Just go right here to the blog and go to the monthly market update. And let's get into this thing, okay? So, starting this first quarter of 2021, we actually had some really good news. The number of properties hitting the market each week actually increased by 58% from January to the end of March, the first part of April. But unfortunately, there were still so many buyers in the market that all of that inventory has been snatched up, plus some. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this chart right here. Now this dark blue line right here represents the number of new listings coming into the market every week. Okay, the light blue line right here, this is the number of properties that go under contract during that same week. Now, I have these charts and they go back since the beginning of the pandemic. And I can tell you that this light blue line has been above the dark blue line almost every week for a whole year, going back to this time last year. Before that, it wasn't always like that. They would kind of switch places, right? But since then, we've had more contracts happening than new listings coming into the market. And so what that means is that we have dwindled the amount of homes. And of course, it's always in flux, right? So there's always properties coming in and there's always properties going out. But what's actually happened is that the amount of inventory in the market has continued to go down and down and down and down and down until right now we have 0.66 months of supply. And what that means is that if you divide 531, which is the number of active properties as of 406 across Washington and Benton counties, by the number of 800, which is how many had sold in the last 30 days, you get 0.66. What that means is that if no other properties were to hit the market at this current rate of selling, we'd be completely out of homes in about 20 days. So less than 3 weeks, we would have no other homes on the market. What that has done for our prices is that last month's monthly market update had a record high price of $306,724 for our average sale price. Okay, now this month, so counting the sales in the month of March, our average was at 306,119 right here, 306,119. So as you can see in the chart, they're pretty much even. It's staying at about the highest that they've ever been. And of course our median, and the median again is the middle selling home. Okay, so if there were 800 home sales, this is number 400. If you stacked them all from the highest price to the lowest price, number 400 was right here at 252,119. So that was our median sale price. In terms of price per square foot, I thought I would go ahead and change this up a little bit and do the price per square foot. I haven't been doing that on our previous monthly market updates and kind of scratching my head. I don't know why I haven't done that before, but here it is. So across Benton County, we were at $156 a square foot. These are really high prices, guys, for this area. In Bentonville, it was $170 a square foot. So this is the April numbers, meaning the ones that had closed in March. All right. Now, $161 a square foot in Washington County and $193 a square foot in Fayetteville proper. And here's what all this means to you. It means these prices are starting to establish themselves at the higher levels. It means, based on everything that I'm seeing, based on the interest rates, support from the federal government, the fact that our Federal Reserve and our government have decided to print lots and lots of money, I don't see these prices going down. They might fluctuate down a little bit. They might level off a little bit, but I think these higher prices are here to stay. So if you had been thinking about selling your house, obviously it's a great time to do that. But if you've been thinking about, first of all, let me just say, if you've been thinking, well, maybe we'll just hold off buying until prices go down again, I don't know that that's your best strategy. I really don't. I'm kind of worried that prices are going to continue to climb from here. In fact, the only real time in the last maybe 100 years that home prices have gone down were from 2006 to 2012. So kind of that 2008 financial crisis. We did have a problem there, obviously because of the big foreclosure crisis. And I think that our government is probably not going to let that happen again. In fact, banks' response to the potential of massive amounts of foreclosure has drastically changed, and I don't foresee that in our future, to be completely honest with you. So, if you were thinking about selling a house and buying a house, it's a great time to do it. But the transition is going to be a little bit difficult for you. And so you need to make sure you're working with a very professional real estate agent that has multiple different options for that transition for you. You don't necessarily just have to sell your house and then buy a house. There are other options. You could buy a house and then sell your house. You could sell your house, rent, and buy. So I've spent the last year really building relationships with builders and landlords and, figuring out short-term rental situations and different ways to actually make a transition happen for you. And I call this our Hidden Homes Move Up Buyer Program. That's going to allow you to get a customized strategy. We'll sit down, we'll have a free strategy session, and we'll figure out what the best solution is going to be for you and yours. And we'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. Now, let me tell you what these tickets are all about. Okay, thanks for sticking with me to the end. By the way, if you haven't liked my Facebook page, please like it. Go ahead and like it right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all these videos. But what I was going to say is, here's what we're doing for the month of April. If you, look, is this in focus? Here we go. Okay. What I'm going to do is, if you share this video, also these graphics, I'm going to post a comment, or I'm going to make a Facebook post with these graphics, and you can share that post, or if you share any of my other posts for the rest of this month, at the end of the month, I'm going to do a drawing for a $100 gift card. All right? So, make sure you're sharing all my content out. If you share multiple pieces of content, you're going to get multiple tickets. All right? So, Facebook will let me know who's sharing those things, and I'll keep track. And at the end of the month, we'll have a drawing. Somebody's going to get $100. All right? So, I hope this monthly market update was a lot of fun. I hope you learned a lot. And if you need anything from me, always you can call 479-856-9422. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.